Ma, they following me, Ma. They following me.
Who following you?
The bugs.
The bug.
So basically,
it starts off with them moving to Massachusetts because her stepfather just died. And this is where we get the first thing that makes it amazing. How quickly the characters get introduced. Instead of just showing the characters, it's like having people talking about them while they just walk up towards the camera or down a hill or some goofy shit like that. They just show them interacting with each other, and so then we just work off them. And also, like, this scene right here.
I want to know what the hell you were thinking, smoking weed on the side of the road in clear view of everyone, neighbors, the cops. Seriously, I want to know what was going through your brain.
Oh, it's legal now.
For you, it isn't. You get inside that house. You are grounded. Acknowledge me, damn it!
All right, I'm grounded. Hey, but where's dinner though? Because I'm really hungry.
And a few seconds after this is when we get our first flashback. And I think this is flashbacks done right because they happen when nothing even remotely interesting is happening. Like, here she is just, like, unpacking some random stuff from her car, but then it flashbacks to when her name was Mary and she was living in a trailer park yard. So now we can get into this just a little bit more. And now contrast this with The Good Doctor. While being dramatic and emotive, they're also coming at the worst possible times you could ever imagine. And they're triggered by the most random stuff. Like, him staring at this slushy machine somehow makes him remember the time when his brother died. What? And so then Ginny starts up school, and you'd think that she'd be bullied, because this is such a dramatic show, but no. She gets all this stuff so easy. People want to be friends with her, and within a week, now she has a boyfriend. And this is where you'd think a love triangle would form, because that's just how it is with almost every Netflix series. But no, it's not a love triangle, it's a love carving fork. She's split between two equally good options, one being zombie skater boy, and the other being this guy. And just before I move on to my next point, I just wanted to let you know that Austin is the one that gets bullied instead of Ginny. And also, the show is so diverse without making it forced. Like, there's not just one diversity hire. No, it's like almost every character in the series. We already have the full triforce of races just in Ginny's friend group alone. And there are many more instances of this in the entire show. Like how Max is both lesbian and an Anne Hathaway lookalike, but mainly lesbian. And it would probably change a lot about the show if she was actually straight, which is probably why she was lesbian to begin with. And so now it's time to start talking about the plot, which I started shittily at the start of the video. What, you thought I was actually gonna talk about it? Hell no, I want you to actually go watch the show. But I will say this, there is so much going on in the plot, but it's not like Stranger Things, because it's not as much going on as Stranger Things, but there's like 3 major subplots that you need to care about. In Stranger Things, there were 5, and this is the most annoying part. They would cut away for minutes on end to focus on stuff that we don't give a shit about, and by the time we actually got to the big boss battle or whatever interesting stuff was happening, the entire momentum is just gone. But this show doesn't do that. And I just realized I'm this far into the video and I haven't even gotten to the iconic segment of this. So this show is so prevalent everywhere that there are TikTok edits of it on YouTube Shorts. And there are so many moments from this show that people say are cringe, but I actually find them hilarious when I just see them out of context one day. When I actually see them in the show, the fact that the bass goes volcanic as soon as the beat drops, and it's just some girl randomly walking down a hallway in the background, I can't describe how that makes...
It's really not funny.
And how can you say that these parts are cringy when Alexia and Katie and God knows what this show is are right there. And fun fact, I actually got Ginny and Georgia and Alexia and Katie confused at one point. I didn't know that this scene right here was from Ginny and Georgia until way later than I should have been.